Hey everybody, this is XD Fun 1 on the XD Fun channel. I'm here today playing with my Titan on Destiny. Really, I'm in here just to kind of fool around so that y'all have something to watch while you can listen to me talk about something I was wanting to talk about. And that is the upcoming DLC that was supposed to come sometime this summer to start year 3 and be just as big as the Taken King, and give us the last part of the first Destiny game before we have Destiny 2 comes out supposedly sometime next year. Go ahead and go into orbit now. First of all, I'm going to talk about what I believe will be the story behind the next DLC. I believe that the next DLC will focus on quite a few things and answer some questions that I really think need to be answered, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people want them to be answered. I'm going to go to Mars because the first part of the story, I believe, is going to be focused on, and a majority of the story is going to be focused on the Cabal. And not just the Cabal's fight with the Vex. I think through seeing what has transpired that the fight between the Vex and the Cabal is going to come to a head. It's going to get up to that point, and where I get this idea from
here left markers behind. Major Cabal
is
troop movements in the last 24 hours.
Where I get a lot of this idea is that the Cabal were shown in the Taken King transmitting a signal at some point out in deep space. Now, a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure everyone watching the video included, have come to the assumption that that means that we're going to be dealing with a bigger chunk of the Cabal military, the Cabal militia, the Empire. I don't think we're going to get another big ship entry map like the Dreadnought. Really, that's because of the fact that it would be bland in the sense that it's just doing the same thing again. I really think we're going to get either a new place, like one of the moons around Saturn, near the Dreadnought, Titan, maybe a moon on another planet like Jupiter, or maybe we'll actually get to explore Mercury more. Now, the reason B for Mercury is because, like I said, the next DLC, I think, will revolve around the conflict between the Cabal and the Vex. The reason why I believe it'll go with this conflict is because, truthfully, the Vex have been a little ignored. And I would hope that we get more to do with the Vex in the next DLC. Yes, the main game revolved around them, and we essentially killed, as what the Ghost said, the equivalents of their god. but they've still been continuing their fight with the Cabal. Now, what is this fight about? Well, it was said somewhere, I don't know entirely where, that the Vex are testing the Cabal. In this story that will come forth, that should be answered. What are they testing them for? Why are they testing them? Is it for allegiance? Is it for information? Is it for military tactics to add to their own? My answer to this fits into the fact that the Cabal the Vex are very technological in mind, so they wouldn't necessarily join forces with the Cabal. They wouldn't make an allegiance. As the stranger says, she tells us that the Vex are something so evil that they hate other evil. So instead of trying to align with the Cabal, I think the outcome is that the Vex will merge with the Cabal, unwillingly take the Cabal and make a hybrid, assimilate with the Cabal in a kind of like a Star Trek Borg fashion. And with that, accompanied with the signal, the outbound signal to parts unknown of the galaxy, of the universe even, will culminate and cause the bigger fleet, the bigger part of the Cabal Empire to come in and get involved in this war. They'll see it'll be seen as a big insult, a great form of loss for their troops to be changed and converted into something besides Cabal, changed into weapons that are not their own. And that's where we come to the part where the Guardians will get involved. Not only will the Vanguard notice that the larger part of the Cabal Empire have moved in, the stranger will contact us once more to deal with the Vex, as she has shown many times during the main campaign to have interest in their defeat. She even shows signs of perhaps even despising the Vex with how she crushes one right in front of you. Instead of just shooting it and getting the death over with quickly. From this, I think we'll get to know more about the stranger and perhaps the group that she's speaking to in her communications. Who this group is, I'll have to have speculations on that in another video. But from her, we will be us, the Guardian, or Guardians, if you play with friends, of course, will be drug in because she calls us once more to deal with the Vex. And after dealing with some of the Vex issues here and there, we'll get called by the Vanguard to deal with the Cabal. And from there, we will see an escalation throughout the missions of this DLC, a war that is so devastating, that is such a large problem that it's endangering the traveler and even the city. We could even possibly see Cabal getting bold enough to come to Earth, or even Vex coming to Earth. So instead of just dealing with Fallen in the Cosmodrome, we'll deal with Cabal. That's saying if it gets that far. But the conflict between the Vex and the Cabal could possibly come to that far of a head. After fighting this war a little bit and trying your best to stop it, the group that the stranger works for will reveal to you that this new amalgam that will come forth during the course of the missions is too strong for the lights that are currently available to the Guardian. So, a new light must be found. And in turn, new subclasses for each of the classes. And with that, I'm going to leave off and hope you enjoy this video and my explanation on what I believe will be in the next DLC, a ever-growing war between the Cabal and the Vex, with a help from the stranger and her group. Please like, subscribe, comment on what you believe will be the story, and stay tuned for the next video where I talk about what I believe and hope will be the next subclasses, if any, will be put in this DLC. Later.